Okay, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. I wanted to jump in here real quick and just share a little video on how you can get your Amazon cash flow, understand the numbers, see a breakdown of it all using the date range report. If you've ever pulled a date range report, it is super messy, really hard to read, and if you look at it on Excel, you probably just want to die. So I'm going to show you how to clean it up really quickly. Once you're familiar with this process, you can probably do this in about 5 minutes, and you can basically get a P&L for whatever period of time you want to look at. So to start that, we're going to go to Seller Central on your computer. From Seller Central, you're just going to click on the menu icon, go down to Reports and Payments, and at first you're going to see this junky layout here. I find that pretty useless, so we're going to go to Date Range Reports, Generate Report here, and you can then select the criteria that you would like to evaluate. You can do transactions, you want all, you can do it by month, you could do it by the week, you could do it by the year or the quarter, just whatever you want data for, set that and hit generate. I've already done so for mine for the end of last year, and then you just want to download this file. It might take a minute, you might have to refresh this and then be able to download it. Once you do so, go into your downloads, find that file, and open it with Excel. Do not use numbers. If you're on a Mac, you need to use Excel. If you don't have Excel, then this will not work for you. Okay, once it opens, there you go. This is what I'm talking about. It looks like a messy, hard to read spreadsheet. So we're going to clean that up. This is a CSV file, so we need to convert that to an Excel spreadsheet. At the bottom, click New tab. Okay, let's try again. We're going to go in here and get text. And we're going to find our module. Downloads. Okay, so here it pops up a little window how you want it to read all of the text in the spreadsheet. And so this first one, you want it to start on row. Let's see, we don't want the first. We want to start on row 8, so you can set that to 8. Hit next. We want the delimiters, or what it's going to separate, on the commas. And no tab, and then we're going to hit next. That looks good. Hit finish and import. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the spreadsheet. It is still pretty messy, but you can kind of see here we've got headers. So if we select the whole spreadsheet there and hit filter, now we have some headers on there. You can see just real quickly you have date and time. This is the posting date by Amazon, not the date of the sale. So this is not useful if you're trying to see what time your sales are coming through and you want to maybe boost your PPC based on your highest sales time. Do not use this data here. Settlement ID, your type, your order ID, SKU, descriptions. You pretty much have all the information here. You have your fees, rebates, promotion, transaction, sale, everything. So what we want to do with this is we want to go and make a pivot table. So we're going to go up here to Insert, and we are going to hit Pivot Table. And then we're going to do a new worksheet, hit OK. All right, so that populates this pivot table, and this is where we are going to build the clean data so you can actually use it. The best way to do that, we're going to go ahead and come over here to the pivot table fields, and we're going to go ahead and put type, activate, and we're going to put a sum of total. Let's see, where is it? There's total. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just going to clean this up. We don't need transfers and we don't need blanks. Okay. All right, so just looking at this real quickly, you can see Amazon's adjustments, you can see your FBA fees, you can see your total orders, refunds, service fees, etc. Now you want to make this a little more detailed so you can get a really clear picture of what is inside of all of these numbers right here. So we can do that very easily. We're going to come over here and we're going to add, where's my SKU? We're going to put it in the row. We're going to add description. Put it in the row. And then we're going to add a few more things. We're going to add quantity. We're going to add selling fees. FBA fees. Other transaction fees. And other. Okay, I'm going to reorganize these under the value section so they lay out how I would like. I'm going to minimize this so you can just see real quickly. Okay, so quickly at a glance here we can see the quantity, so that would be your units sold, amount of refunds, your selling fees, your FBA fees. So this selling fee, that's going to be your 15%. Okay, then you have FBA, other transactions, and you have other fees. Okay, so to get a better description of this, you can hit these plus arrows. This is going to break down basically your descriptions of what these costs are. So here's your cost of advertising, that's your PPC. If you want to see what your adjustments are, returns, adjustments, you can do that there. And then if you want to turn this into an accurate P&L, it's super straightforward for that as well. You're just going to come over to the side here, and we're going to put our cost of goods. And let's just stick that number right next to sales. And we're going to say 4 there. And then you're going to do total cost of goods and net profit. And net profit percent. Okay, here we go. So total cost of goods, you're just going to take your total amount of units, your total units minus the returns, and times that by your COGS. Okay, total cost of goods, your net profit now is just going to be, let's just total that up. Net profit, we can do your total, subtract your COGS, gives you your net profit right there. Then we can get a net profit percent by dividing net profit, and that will give us what we are looking at, 55% there, not bad. Okay, so as you can see, in 5 minutes you can pull a pretty accurate P&L for you to just kind of check in on your numbers, know where everything is going, how you're doing, and to me it's just super useful to do this pivot table and always kind of know where the money's going, where I'm spending it, and just see a little glance into a time period of our operation. So I hope that's helpful for someone. If you're confused on seeing your cash flow within Amazon, this is a pretty easy, straightforward way that you can do so. If you have questions, shoot them in the comments below. And other than that, have a good weekend.